concept is, if you want to be remarkable, the way to be remarkable is you make a difference, that you make the world a better place. And if you make the world a better place, people will have no choice but to consider that you are remarkable. So this is not about, self-help and you wake up and you say, okay, I'm going to reposition myself. I'm going to rebrand myself. I'm going to write white papers and I'm going to convince the world that I'm remarkable. I can pretty much guarantee you that Jane Goodall and Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak and Stacey Abrams and Angela Duckworth and, all those people, they never, ever said to themselves, how can I position myself as remarkable? What do I need to do to convince people I'm remarkable? It just doesn't work like that. The way it works is you do good, you make the world a better place, and then people will call you remarkable. But it's not because you decided to position yourself as remarkable. And I think that is a very important concept. The way to be remarkable is to do great things. And, you don't have to be Steve Jobs and make millions of computers. It could be one person, one classroom, one team, one stream, but you made a difference. And it could be just changing your own life. It can make you remarkable. I think women are getting a raw deal. They're on the short end of the stick. And I bet many of the things that you did in that role, if you were a man, most people would not even think twice. They would not have brought up, they would not have commented. So it's just bullshit that you went through that. And
Thank you.
I suggest you just call out the bullshit. At the end of the day, results speak louder than bullshit. And I'll tell you, in my podcast, I've interviewed 250 people, of which 60 or 70% are women. I have seriously considered just renaming my podcast Remarkable Women. To me, the gating item for most organizations' success is talent. Like, talent is the hardest thing, right? And so why would you limit the pool of candidates you can draw from by making arbitrary rules based on externalities like gender or sexual orientation or race or neurodiversity, right? I mean, like, you want to get the best people you can. You should turn off all those, sort of prejudices and judgments and just find the best athletes. And I gotta tell you, I mean, I said earlier, I seriously believe that if you want to find the best founders, you're going to look for neurodiversity. It's not going to be the high school quarterback that everybody loved or the cheerleader that everybody loved. It's going to be somebody. I guarantee you, Bill Gates was not the most popular person in high school. I guarantee you that Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak too. I mean, in a sense, you got to look for the misfits and the people who think different. And so I think it's a realization, like, let's just be practical, right? At the end of the day, you want to make a successful company, and it takes diversity to do that. Otherwise, if you just had all tall, skinny, white men from Ivy League, well, I mean, maybe you can be a hedge fund with that, but I don't think you can be a tech company like that. I mean,